tell you things are bad? Everybody knows things are bad.
I'd rather see this school in ashes than to see you sit there with your pockets full while you suffocate our children with diapers on their faces.
It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. Dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. And police are looking for suspects in a violent robbery inside a Manhattan bodega. Surveillance video shows two men beating up a worker who allegedly tried to stop them from stealing. Here's CBS 2's Christina Fan with more from the Lower East Side.
This vicious beating caught on surveillance video shows a 65-year-old worker trying to stop two shoplifters inside Deli and Grill Bodega on Grand Street. The two men repeatedly kick and punch the victim before one of them runs back into the store to steal more. The victim, whose family owns the Lower East Side Bodega, was too shaken to speak on camera, but told us one of the suspects pictured here is actually a frequent customer he's offered store credit to in the past. The victim says for some reason Friday morning the man decided to steal instead, coming into the store on 3 separate occasions in half an hour, stuffing items into his pockets. Finally, the victim had enough, confronted the suspect who was there with another man, and a fight ensued. Police released these stills of the thieves. The first suspect is in his mid-30s, 160 pounds, with short black hair and multiple tattoos. The second is also in his mid-30s, 190 pounds, and was last seen wearing a black do-rag. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stopper.
Punks are running wild in the street and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do and there's no end to it.
Insane. Insane, yo. Yo, this is the middle of the Ulta right now. Look at this. Look at this. Insane, TJ. Insane.
We know the air is unfit to breathe and our food is unfit to eat.
I think we're waiting for the raw data to evaluate for ourselves, but Pfizer concluded a study of 2,000 children and found that the vaccine was highly efficacious and bring up an immune response in young children. They also said that the side effects are very comparable to those that they saw in the adolescent patients, those 12 and older. And I think we're excitingly looking forward to the raw data itself so we can provide good information to the public, but I think we're all very excited. As a parent of school-age children, I look forward to the opportunity to vaccinate my kids as soon as possible. I think we're waiting for the raw data to evaluate for ourselves, but Pfizer concluded a study of 2,000 children and found that the vaccine was highly efficacious and bring up an immune response in young children. They also said that the side effects are very comparable to those that they saw in the adolescent patients, those 12 and older. And I think we're excitingly looking forward to the raw data itself so we can provide good information to the public, but I think we're all very excited. As a parent of school-age children, I look forward to the opportunity to vaccinate my kids as soon as possible. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be.
Okay, do you have the Citizen app? Because it's by far my favorite form of entertainment ever. For those of you who don't know, it's an app that lets you know about the crime going on in your area. But apparently when you download it, you unlock some secret crime dimension previously only available to Batman. Like I was expecting petty crime stuff. Maybe someone broke into a car on your block. But the Citizen app lets you know apparently you've been living amongst comic book villains this whole time. It's never a normal crime like teenager robs 7-Eleven. A Citizen alert would be like, Scarecrow comes to life, steals driver's ed car. I'm thinking I'm gonna get like fire downtown. But instead you get like 2 men dueling over mayonnaise with bicycle chains. And they're always wielding something on Citizen. Homeless woman wielding laser tag equipment. Gang of cats wielding blow torches demanding change for a 20 from hot dog vendor. Why aren't we seeing these stories on the news? I know the vaccine's still a hot subject, but this guy's dressed as Grimace from McDonald's tying chickens to railroad tracks? Is anyone else freaked out by this? Is my location set to Tallahassee, Florida? What's going on with the Citizen app?
Okay, it's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63
seriously violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and that crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
I can feel it. I can feel it like it's right in my neck.
Crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and that crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value. So, I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore! I want you to get up right now. Get up, go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. Then we'll figure out what to do about the depression and the inflation and the oil crisis. But first, get up out of your chairs, open the window, stick your head out and yell, and say, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore. You've got to say, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
It's the answers. That's all I want is answers.
Linda McGee is not only mourning the death of her 29-year-old daughter, Denise Williams, but her own health is failing. We are talking to McGee by phone at a doctor's office. She tells us last month she noticed Williams was acting strange, not eating, and wouldn't get out of bed, apparently suffering from postpartum depression. So McGee called 911 to get Williams some help. The 29-year-old was taken to Queens Hospital Center, and 48 hours later, Williams died. That's when her mother received this call.
Do you have a daughter named Denise Williams? I said, yes. I said, you want me to come pick her up? They said, no, I'm just calling to let you know she's dead.
What made matters worse, the family says they could not get any answers from the hospital as to how or why Williams died. She was a mother of these two little girls.
I feel emotional. I feel hopeless. I feel anger.
All of those emotions are being felt by Williams' aunt. During the day, she cares for the children, and at night, it's Williams' sister who takes over.
We want answers. My nieces deserve answers. One is 2 months, one is 3 years old. I'm trying to hold back my tears, but honestly, this is hard.
The family says from day one they haven't been able to make sense of anything surrounding Williams' death, including conflicting information from hospital staff.
How could she get a call stating she's going to be released on the 29th, and on the 30th she's dead?
In a statement, a spokesperson for New York City Health and Hospitals Queens said, "We are committed to providing quality, compassionate, safe care to all our patients, and we will continue to communicate with the family as appropriate." Now this family joins in the outcry and protest of a bigger issue of maternal mortality among Black women. Here in the city, Black women are 8 times more likely to die from pregnancy-related complications than their white counterparts.
Postpartum and death, it shouldn't even be in the same sentence.
What do you want to see happen now? What do you want to get from the hospital or from the city?
There has to be some systematic changes. It has to be more doctors, more nurses, especially in these city hospitals.